hanging out with Ed and Lawrence. Of course, those of you guys who know Ed, he ran a modified actually here a couple of years ago, but his primarily is vintage modifieds, vintage cars, and he has got a good one here today. This is one of the old Fords. What did you tell me? It's a 49 Ford is what this is based off of?
Yep, 49 Ford Coupe.
Why the 49 Ford Coupe? What is it about? Do you have some memories of that car? Because I know these were hot cars back in the day.
My dad built, I replicated this car. My dad actually had one of these back in the late 60s.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, John Byrosh drove it and Walt Mitchell drove it.
Did those have flatheads in them or something else?
Yeah, they had flatheads in them, yeah.
Okay, of course this is a little different. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this. I know a lot of you guys are very much into the offie stuff. Is it just Offenhauser heads? Is that all it is, or is there more to it than that?
Well, Offenhauser heads and Offenhauser intake, and then we got a half-inch stroker crank in it. It's 304 cubic inches, the flathead is.
All right, so you can tell me what you want, but it makes some power?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're estimating around 200 horse.
Okay. And what would they have been at the time? Like if I bought one?
100 horse.
100 horse, so double what it would have been stock.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Here's what has me confused. And you guys are going to look at this and say the same thing. It's an 8-cylinder, but I only see 3 header pipes. What's the deal?
The center 2 exhaust ports are, the center 2 cylinders share the same exhaust ports.
Doesn't that mess with your back pressure?
No, not at all.
I guess
that Henry Ford designed it that way, so.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, because I remember the later ones, you can always tell the difference because they have the equal distance between like the 351s, right?
Right, yep.
The distance between the headers is the same.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So how does this thing run? Have we had it out much?
Yeah, I rented it out a couple weeks ago and it went real good.
Yeah.
And I hope to shake it down again tonight to see if we can make any improvements with it.
Where does it need to be better?
Cornering.
In or out or all the way around?
All the way around. I go into the turn, let off on it to set it up, and stand on the gas, and the left front likes to pick up. And it likes to hop going around the corners.
So what do we do for that?
Put some more stagger in it and did a couple other changes in the front end, and hopefully we have it dialed in.
Well, I know in all the other divisions, and like when you were doing mods, where everybody's playing with shocks, can you do that with these or no?
Yeah,
I mean, are you allowed to?
Yeah, we can. Yep. Yep. Nothing too extravagant, but we can run straighter valves in the shocks. And,
okay.
Yep.
All right. See, I wasn't sure just because it's vintage.
Right.
How much you could do and how much you couldn't do.
Yep.
Is this the main focus this year? This car?
It's going to be a toss-up between this one and 9J.
Okay.
Depending on where I'm going.
That's the old Byrosh car, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
But this one, we want to get this sorted out.
That's right, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is important today then?
Yes, it is, yep.
All right. I hope you have fun. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, same here.
And I remember seeing this car because I've seen a lot of pictures of it online.
Yeah.
And with the down tubes and everything, it really is a unique animal, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it was one of the first down tube cars in existence.
Oh, so this wasn't something you just did. It was this way.
This was built. This car is a pretty near exact replica of the car my dad built in the late 60s.
Yeah, because I remember in the 90s, the down tube Bicknells were in for so long.
Back in 1968, 1967,
no kidding.
He had the down tube on it like that.
Yeah, and this is what we're talking about. Those are the down tubes right there, and you can see how that's all welded in right there. So doesn't that kind of prohibit the flex a little bit?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Just controls it maybe?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Well, and once I'm done, and I'm going to go around the car so everybody can see it with the camera, but good to see you again, and I hope this thing goes well for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So he'll be out in a little bit. I'm going to get up now and show you the car so you can see it, because again, this is a very unique race car, because there are a lot of the vintage cars that look, maybe not quite like they looked at the time, but this is about as period correct as you can get then, right?
Yeah, with modern suspension in it.
And what year would this have raced, roughly?
In the late 60s.
Late 60s, that late. Okay.
Run at Maple Grove and Waterloo. A lot of people have forgotten about that racetrack, but a lot of people do know who it is or what it is.
Wow. No, I love this thing, man. Hope it goes well, man.
Thank you.
I'm gonna show you some of this stuff in here, but there's the offie heads that we talked about. There's the exhaust that we were talking about. There's the intake. So, and you can see, boy, big radiator to keep this thing cool. We'll go around. Oh, actually, we can look right inside here and see what that all looks like. Look at that. There's the fuel cell back there. That's where all the batteries go. A lot of adjustability, as you can see, he has back there too. So, but this is just a fun car right here. I love this thing. I grew up reading Hemmings Motor News as a kid. My dad was a big Ford man. He liked the 49s and the 50s. He was looking for a 40 Ford for a while, and he had a 55 Crown Vic back in the day that was an electrical nightmare, unfortunately. but it was a very cool car. So again, you know me, I love these vintage cars. I love crawling around them. I love looking inside. And this is really so good. Look at all the room in there too, by the way. Not as claustrophobic as the modifieds for sure. So this thing, you'll be able to see this a lot this year. So when you do, now you know a little bit more about it. So Ed Lawrence is going to go out and have himself some fun today at the Canandaigua practice.